Shadow Minister Greg Smith.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I draw attention to my entry in the Register of Interests. Last year, just 1 in 10 consumers buying a new car chose battery electric. The private market for battery electric in 2024 was 20% lower than government intervention had tried to manipulate it to be. Without fleet sales, which we know are warped by huge tax incentives over practical vehicle choices, electric car demand just isn't there. So when will the Minister understand that people are crying out for a different way to defossilise and decarbonise their private vehicles? Battery electric just isn't popular. And when will they stop trying to tell people what they should want? This is just a government knows best attitude at its very worst, isn't it?
Well, Mr. Speaker, one absolutely astonishing intervention by the member opposite. It was his government that introduced the zero emission vehicle mandate, and we are not proposing to change the trajectory that they introduced. I would, however, gently remind him that many fleet vehicles are in fact private vehicles, as people choose to lease their vehicles or access them through a salary sacrifice scheme. And last year, the UK was the largest market in Europe, in fact in the world, for EV vehicles. He's talking nonsense.
Greg Smith.
Well, Mr. Speaker, the SMMT report in January simply doesn't back up what the Minister just said. I repeat, only 1 in 10 actual consumers, the people we all represent in this House, actively chose to have a battery electric vehicle. And as the Minister knows from her time on the Transport Select Committee when we looked at the future of fuel, there are other technologies out there. The government likes to say it's technology neutral, but the ZEV mandate's myopic focus on the tailpipe rather than whole system analysis effectively denies our innovators the room to defossilise and decarbonise in a manner that real consumers want. Surely the Minister sees that, and instead of trying to force people to buy battery electric, will they just get the bureaucracy out of the way and let our innovators innovate?
Well, Mr. Speaker, I wonder if the Minister has actually met any vehicle manufacturers at all, because if he had, he would know that vehicle manufacturers are investing incredibly heavily on the switch to battery electric vehicles. I and my ministerial colleagues have met manufacturers representing 95% of the UK car market to understand their concerns. I will be working with them to ensure we support all UK vehicle manufacturers who have, as they would put it, bet the house on the transition to electric vehicles.